The Olympics in Paris officially begins today with the opening ceremony on the River Seine this evening. And five-time Olympic champion Dame Laura Kenny decided she'd not be competing early this year, but delighted she's still going to be involved. You're going to be, of course, covering all of this, and delighted to have you here building up to it with us. We've had you here with us just a few moments ago to talk about decisions as well, retirement. We had you on when you were talking about you just felt that it was time. Any regrets?
No, not at all. Honestly, I can sit here today and say that I'm so excited to go to the Olympics without the nerves and without the stress.
Yeah, all the excitement. Does it feel weird kind of not to be there and not competing?
I'll let you know when I go over there in a couple of days. But no, I don't think so. No, honestly, I'm so happy that I can even have some part in it still.
Mm. We know a lot of the athletes already arrived, settled into the Olympic Village. We've had events already, of course, before the opening ceremony tonight. When does it feel like it starts to feel real? Is it the opening ceremony? Is it when you arrive? Is it the day of competition?
I think it all depends on when you've travelled in. So I would say for the athletes who are there now, definitely after today, like when the opening ceremony starts and, they get to walk out in the state. Oh, I was going to say in the stadium because normally it is. But when they get to go along on their boats, I guess that to them will then feel like it's really started. But for anyone who competes later on, they're actually not there yet. So the cycling team, for example, doesn't travel in until next week sometime. And so for them, I guess it will feel like it's actually started once they get to Paris.
Must be nice to be, I guess, a spectator before then delving into it and competing yourself. You get a little bit of both of the experience, don't you, then?
Oh, for sure, yeah. That's what I'm excited about, I guess. I get to actually watch some sport. And, that is the Olympics, isn't it? I can be an armchair expert now and commentate on things that I have absolutely no idea about.
That's what we love about the Olympics. You can dip and dive into absolutely anything, even if you don't know anything about it. It's there. You've got the buzz, the excitement. What's it like as an athlete once you are actually there? How does it feel? Are you sort of aware of how big this is? It is the Olympic Games. It doesn't come around very often.
I guess because it's a little bit different, because at the Olympics you go into the athletes' village and you've got all the other. There's not very many competitions that you go to. Obviously, you have the Commonwealth Games, but there's not many others that you go to where there's so many other different sports. So it does seem like a bigger deal. But we always used to get told, for us as track athletes, go to it as if it's any other bike race. Like, just focus on it being just a normal bike race that you're used to competing at. Because obviously you need to make sure that you don't let the whole big, because it's such a display, isn't it, the Olympics? You have to make sure that sort of occasion doesn't get the better of you and you just treat it like any other race.
Yeah, absolutely. And try not to get wrapped up in the noise and the buzz from the outside. And unfortunately this morning, we've heard about disruption in Paris with high-speed rail targeted by arsonists. How aware will the athletes be of what is going on and how concerning is this news?
I just feel like it's such a shame, and I really hope that it doesn't put people off going to watch the Olympics, because for these athletes from Team GB now, Paris is literally the closest they're going to get to a home games. And NatWest have just commissioned some research for their Travel Rules credit card, and they've just proven that it's 5%. You're at a 5% more chance of getting a medal in front of a home crowd. So I am absolutely begging people, please try and travel over there for Team GB, because it makes a huge difference. I think for the athletes right now, they might have concerns about their family getting over there, but actually Team GB are so good at sort of pushing the noise out the way. Like, there'll be nothing in the athletes' village. There's no newspapers. Yes, social media, but I think, if you've worked till this point, chances are you're putting that out. Lots of people won't even go on their phones during the Olympics.
Yeah, block it out, get rid of the noise and hope that everyone out there and the fans stay safe. What about when it comes to it, when we get to see the cycling? How do you feel about the prospects in the cycling events this year?
I mean, I think pretty good. I mean, I think I've heard the medal target of 10 medals, 10 to 12. But honestly, sat here, I could probably name 10 that I think we could win. So for me, I think it is just as high as it has been since, well, Beijing.
So you're going to see some other events. You'll be watching events that you might not know that much about. That's the fun of an Olympics, isn't it? What else are you looking forward to watching?
I mean, for me, right, I used to love doing trampolining when I was a kid. I mean, not to any level. I just liked being part of my little club. And my son, Albie, he has actually just joined a club who know Bryony Page quite well. And I've been lucky that I'm actually going to go and watch it with him. So honestly, I'm so excited. And I just hope that Bryony can achieve her goal, because obviously she's got a silver and a bronze already. So I just hope that this could be her time, like she could go on to win. Also, so then Albie gets to see a gold medal ceremony too. That'd be quite nice.
And that, yeah, there's so much to look forward to there. You mentioned as well about the fans. Let's hope that there's not too much of a disruption. We know what happened with Tokyo 3 years ago and how important having a crowd behind you and having those fans there will be. What does the support feel like, and how would you urge fans travelling out to the games, provided that today doesn't disrupt any more and that everyone can be safe? I guess safety is paramount.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I mean, if you're lucky enough to be going to any event, honestly, I would just say just get behind Team GB as much as physically possible. I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard that people from Great Britain are actually going to be the second biggest nation to be out there and supporting like their teams, and so it's just massive. It means so much to us. Like the difference between now and Tokyo, obviously, is huge. And so yeah, I would say just try and get there safely, like you say, and then just get behind Team GB as much as physically possible.
Absolutely. Oh, it's been a real pleasure to speak to you. Enjoy another Olympic Games for you from a different perspective. Have fun.